What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, depending on what time zone you're in, it's Saturday night, but for some of y'all, it's Sunday morning and y'all are resting, but you know what? I'm still hyped, no matter what day it is of the week. Actually, that's not true, because Mondays, I'm not that hyped. Anyways, I got a good show set up for you guys today. I got a small show for you guys today. We only have one lead story. Sarah Beckstrom, the fallen National Guard, her boyfriend is speaking out and letting us know that she was not happy with her deployment. In quick news, we're going to talk about Blueface, Masika Bino, the world's worst Thanksgiving, Kim Kardashian, JaRule, Donald Trump, Chuck E. Cheese, and Tiffany Haddish. As always, we're going to close out the show with comments of the day, social discussion of the day, and question of the day. Oh, hold on. Also, for those of you who are sick and tired of getting spam phone calls, emails, and text messages, we're going to tell you about a free trial with Aura that can help you get rid of all of that. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, your devices up. We're still in the weekend, yo, and I'm about to start this show. Let's go. This is the second day in a row I messed that up. Let's go. There you go. All right, our first lead story. Fallen soldier's boyfriend drops truth bomb. Sarah Beckstrom called her deployment pointless. No law enforcement duties, just landscaping and trash pickup. Tragic waste of our troops. All right, so this is Sarah, unfortunately, the National Guard who passed away, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Thursday or Friday, but one of the two National Guards, if I'm not mistaken, the second one is in stable condition. I haven't heard. I don't know if he is still in critical condition. Anyways, of course, a lot of people have been talking about National Guards and their deployments. And as you all know, Donald Trump deployed another 2,500 as a result of this incident that happened last week. And I just thought it was very telling for us to get insight from the actual National Guards who are being deployed and what they're thinking and what they're actually doing, right? You go into the armed forces serving to learn, to do this, whatever, give back to your country. And you're deployed to like walk around Washington and like do nothing. And unfortunately, this is, this happens to you. So I wanted to share with you, listen to her boyfriend and listen to what he has to say.
Did she believe in the mission of being there? Did she think it was important, or did she think they didn't belong there, the West Virginia National Guard?
It was mixed. She got deputized in there, and they gave them no rights to do anything. She was like, people spit towards us, cuss at us, throw things at us, and we can't do nothing. She couldn't detain nobody. She couldn't stop them from doing wrong. It was like they told them to call the cops. She was like, it's pointless.
All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. All right, in our first quick story, Blueface says his son, Chrisean Jr., does not have any disabilities. Okay, for the life of me, I can't understand why Blueface and or Chrisean can't just admit that there's something wrong with the baby. Even the mom told us there's something wrong with the baby, and it was a result of Chrisean drinking when she was pregnant. Like, we know this. So, like, I just don't understand. Blueface says Chrisean Jr. does not have any disabilities and claims he is only delayed because Chrisean does not put time and effort into his development and milestones. So I'm going to play a video here for you in a second. And he goes on to say, like, she's not a good mom. She's not present. She's not teaching him his ABCs. She's not teaching him his 1, 2, 3s, putting on, things to help him develop. And I completely understand that. But you can see from the baby's eyes, you can see from the baby's head that I don't care if you put him in every single learning development child program or whatever. It has nothing to do with the fact of her teaching him at a young age or not. The kid is visibly disabled. You could see it. So I just don't understand why they keep on denying it. Anyways, here is Blue on DJ Vlad. Take a listen.
It somewhat appears that there's some disability going on. Is that true?
You know what?
There is no disability. The only disability is her. If you're not putting on these kid shows and things for him to see and hear kids, and any child's gonna be behind.
Right, because people think it's fetal alcohol syndrome,
No,
FAS.
he doesn't have any of that.
He doesn't have that.
Look, I don't know if it's fetal alcohol syndrome. I don't know what it is. Autism, I don't know. There's clearly something wrong, and I just don't understand why they don't say anything about it. And the fact that they put the baby out in the public is the reason for the scrutiny. Now, let's say they had a child and they never put him out there, then I would say, okay, you don't need to answer any questions. But you're putting him out there on every single live, everything that's going on. And then when somebody's like, hey, is the baby okay? You're like, nah. It's why lie? I'm just saying, or say it's none of your business. I just can't figure out why. No, ain't nothing wrong with him. Both eyes are turned in two different directions. Oh, he could stand. He could sit up. Bruh. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think there's something wrong, any sort of disabilities with Chrisean Jr.? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, our second quick story. Masika and Hood Trophy Bino share videos from their studio session. All right, we played, was it yesterday's show? I think I actually had it in social discussion yesterday, where this was the girl, Masika. She used to be on Love and Hip Hop. I think she has a child with Fetty Wap and another gentleman. This gentleman passed away last month. She went to the funeral, I think it was on Wednesday. Ray-Ban glasses, had a full photographer, put it out all online, talking about grief, talking about how hard everything was for her. And yesterday, pictures came out with her and Bino. Well, sorry, it was one picture of her in the elevator, I think, and he said, baby. Everybody dragged her on the internet and was like, yo, didn't you just bury your husband on Wednesday? And to be fair, it's her estranged husband. Point is, it's still her husband and somebody who she has a child with. On Wednesday, we saw you in full tears, like people holding you up. Friday, you're in an elevator with Bino, and he's like, baby love. And now you're all up in the studio, and you're wearing a Bino chain? And by the way, for those who don't know, Bino is Chrisean Rock's ex-boyfriend, and they broke up last week. And yes, Chrisean was with Blueface 2 weeks ago. It's the internet and this reality TV is getting fully crazy. Like, you can't even script this stuff. Like I said yesterday in social discussion, you can't tell somebody how to grieve. You can't tell somebody when they should move on or not. Like, okay. I just don't understand why she wants to be known for something like this. That's all I don't understand. Like, you hired a photographer, you wore the Ray-Ban glasses that can record, you made all of this footage and all of this content for your husband's burial, you put it out there, it went viral, which, I mean, that I wouldn't even do, but like, okay. But why not tell Bino, like, hey, dude, like, yo, I'm viral right now for my husband. Like, I don't want to do this. I just don't understand. And then on top of it, now today, let's say like, whatever, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, they were out partying, they didn't realize it. It's like, oh, you put that in your stories? Why now are you showing us you in the studio? Like, are you that craven for fame? Are you that craven for attention? Not all publicity is good publicity, and it just doesn't make sense. But maybe that's just me, but that's not the type of fame that I would want. Especially if Wednesday everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, condolences, man, so hard, this, whatever, blah blah blah." Like, isn't that what you would want? Anyways, y'all let me know about Masika in the comment section below. All right, our third quick story. All right, if any of you had a bad Thanksgiving, I promise you, the video I'm about to play for you, this person had a 10 times worse Thanksgiving. Take a look at this. Did you see how much food was on that table? Food and drinks, like a punch or something like that. I don't know if it was a punch, but do you see how much food was on that table? That is crazy. Now, I guess they're like in some, like, I don't know if it's a house. Yeah, I'm just looking again now because I'm about to say it's in a hall. Like, why would you be in a house and be on one of those tables? This looks like one of those like folding tables that you use at like a barbecue or outside or whatever. Like, why would you put that much food on a table like that? Like, I just don't understand. But just imagine the money and time that went into that Thanksgiving. And now what do? I guess maybe you could pick up. Let me just check again. Let me see. I mean, there's some of it that didn't make it to the floor. Yeah, I guess you could pick some of it up a little bit. But yeah, for those of you who had a bad Thanksgiving or any food mishaps or whatever, I'm sure it wasn't as bad as this. Let me know what you think. Yeah, let me know how your Thanksgiving was in the comment section below. All right, in our fourth quick story, Kim Kardashian reacts after doctor claims she has low brain activity. Unsurprisingly, Kim Kardashian is stunned by the news. That just can't be, Kim Kardashian says. It just can't. I'm not accepting it. The doctor went on to explain that her results could be linked to chronic stress and that she is under as she studies for the bar exam. Take a listen.
What are those holes?
Yeah, I don't like that. So what the holes mean is low activity. Compared to this one, the front part of your brain is less active than it should be.
That just can't be. It just can't. Not accepting.
Kim Kardashian has low brain activity. Man. Do we really need a brain scan to figure that out? I'm just joking. Yeah, I don't have really much to say. It is funny. And I'm sure most of you are not surprised. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, our fifth quick story. Major record labels are reportedly pressuring Spotify, Apple Music, and other streaming services to raise subscription prices, saying current rates haven't kept up with inflation, according to Financial Times. Spotify is planning to raise its U.S. subscription prices in the first quarter of next year, its first U.S. price increase since July 2024. The move comes as the company pushes to improve profitability amid growing pressure from major record labels, which argue that streaming fees have lagged inflation and remain competitively cheap next to video streaming services. This price hike mirrors similar increases Spotify has already rolled out in other markets. The company is reportedly considering how much to raise fees in different tiers, but the timing is expected to impact many subscribers early next year. How do y'all feel about this, man? Do you feel like you're already spending enough? Amazon, Prime, Netflix, Hulu, Disney, Peacock, Spotify, Apple. It's like, geez, man, you know? Y'all remember when Netflix was like $6.99 or $8.99? Like it's crazy, man, how like it's nuts. Of course, it's better than just having cable. I get it, but somebody has to figure something out where we could go back to just paying one thing and then we get our music, we get this, we get that, boom, and it's just one price. It's getting too much out here. I understand, from somebody who's a business-minded person, I, of course, understand inflation goes up, prices have to go up, but I think there's way too many apps, and that's just my opinion. Somebody needs to come together, buy them all up, put them all together. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, our sixth quick story. Y'all are going to have to help me out with this. This is going viral. A woman breaks down after cooking a full Thanksgiving dinner and no one showed up. Okay, there's no more context. There's nothing in the caption. I'm going to play the video from the woman. She doesn't say any reason why they didn't show up, why she kept cooking. She's like, I made all of this food and nobody showed up. She's like, regardless of whatever we're going through, like we should stick together or something like that. But like, how does this happen? And like I said, I've been trying to look on the internet. I can't find the reason why. Like, let's say you get into an argument where first of all, let me play the video so you guys are up to date. Take a listen.
I cooked all this food and nobody showed up. I cooked all this motherfucking food and nobody showed up.
Yeah, I'm so hurt because I spent so much time in that kitchen cooking. I cooked so much stuff. And regardless of whatever we go through as a family, like, you don't just sit there. At least you be honest and say, I'm not showing up, I'm not coming. You don't set me up for what I spent a day and a half in that kitchen cooking everything for nobody to show up.
You see what she said? She goes, regardless of whatever we're going through, you don't not tell me and just not show up. Like, what could happen that everybody doesn't show up? Like, if she's cooking that much food, right? Let's say you get into an argument with your sister and your sister doesn't show up because your sister's not coming, the rest of the family's not coming. And how do you get in such an argument that I'm not even telling you I'm not coming? I'm like, yeah, I'm still coming, but then I don't come. Some people in the comment section are like, yo, is there actually anything in those trays? And she could just be doing this to go viral. I don't know, but something is shady. So if you guys know more about this, sound off and please let me know in the comment section. But all right, our seventh, I hate when I have no more fingers, seventh quick story. JaRule tweeted this, and it's super embarrassing. He says, I'm him. Always have been, always will be him, in capital letters. Now, when I was away last week, the whole JaRule and 50 Cent fiasco happened, so we didn't cover it. For those of you who only stick and only watch my show, thank you very much, and don't know about this, JaRule, 50 Cent got into, we still don't know it was 50 Cent. JaRule got into a confrontation. Somebody put hands on him. At first, it was thought that it was Max B's people. We later found out that it was some G-Unit members, and 50 had something to do with the Monica and Brandy show. And some G-Unit members were like, what? JaRule, you ain't coming on this stage. Anyways, super embarrassing. Ja admit that it happened, but it was like, it was from behind. They didn't know. I didn't see them. They get no points for that, whatever. But why tweet out a couple of days later, I'm him. Always have been. Always will be him. Bruh. You got beat up, dog. Just take it like a man. Like, you showing this is letting us know that your pride and your ego is hurt. So you're trying to like make yourself feel better. Dude, you're a human being. You got caught slipping. That's it. It's not really a big deal. Nobody believes that you're feeling good because you tweeted this. Just lets us know that you're feeling like crap right now. And we're not buying this tweet at all. Y'all let me know what you think about this tweet in the comment section. But all right, here is another mystery. Quick news. Sorry, this is our eighth quick story. Donald Trump, is it eighth? Yeah, our eighth quick story. All right, Donald Trump tweeted this out, and nobody knows what he's saying, even people in his own Republican Party. To all airlines, pilots, DRUG dealers, and traffickers, please consider the airspace above and surrounding Venezuela to be closed in its entirety. Let me finish reading. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Okay, I thought there was more. Now let's just break this down, okay? Just think about this for a second, too. So pilots, airlines, DRUG dealers, bad people doing bad things. How do you close down the airspace around a country that's not your country? That's A. B, what does surrounding mean, sir? What does that mean? Is it like 100 meters off of land? Sorry, because hold on, let's be clear here, because it's airspace. So the airspace above the country is closed, and the surrounding. So it's like how do you measure the surrounding airspace? Because we can't even say kilometers, but let's just pretend at where the country tip ends, is the airspace 100 kilometers? Is it 100 meters? Is it 2 inches? How much is surrounding, sir? This guy is crazy. The surrounding airspace over a country that is not the United States of America, it's closed. Just want to let you know. Please, a Trump supporter, make it make sense. Let me know in the comment section below. All right, our ninth quick story. All right, I'm putting some social discussions in quick news, basically. He takes you on a date, and he pulls up to Chuck E. Cheese. What are you doing? Somebody said go inside and give that work to the games. Eat pizza and two-step with the characters. Get some pizza. Never been there. I'd be excited. She's going to get these tokens. Love their pizza. Have fun. Run in. Everybody's saying positive stuff, okay? Somebody said had a ball. Thanks for the date idea. Never thought about this. Might have more fun than a 5-star cuisine. That person said get some pizza. Going in and spending all his money, preferably eat pizza and play games and take pictures. Somebody said get out and have fun. So, okay, nobody said anything bad. Well, one person said not even Dave & Buster's and put a rolling eye emoji. But somebody wrote this. It's the obvious lies and fake responses. Quality versus quantity doesn't have to equate to expensive versus cheap. If money is the deciding factor and he lacks idea, let's simply talk about it. Ladies, just be genuine and drop alternatives versus lying with the mind games. Because Chuck E. Cheese without kids screams, pick me, settling behavior. Dave & Buster is equivalent and more appropriate for games and a playful environment. Top Golf, a local theme park, a casino with music, games, and food. Ladies, if a guy pulls up to Chuck E. Cheese, what are you really doing? Now, I think, my opinion, I think it would depend. Like, look, I'm not a girl. I've never been taken out on a date, right? I'm a man. But I think for you to get to that date, you have to have a conversation with the person, right? You've texted, you've spoke on the phone, you saw each other in person, and you get a feel for what the girl likes. So, and get a feel for like what we want to do on our first date, right? Some people are like, yeah, I like a dinner. Some people are like, yeah, I like games. Like, you know the person's character and the things they like through the communication. So, Chuck E. Cheese is a horrible decision if somebody likes blah, blah, blah. You get it? But if somebody likes games and likes pizzas and likes doing fun activities, then it's an amazing first date. I don't think there's a difference between the Dave & Buster's and the Chuck E. Cheese. Personally, I can understand how it's a little bit more elevated, but the whole point is that a girl that likes that fun game, then that's fine. And just to reiterate, a girl that's like, I like going, like, first dates, I like going to have a coffee or have a drink, or because I want to get to know you and I want to sit down, then Chuck E. Cheese is not the best because you're not really being able to conversate if she wants to have that conversation, if you guys maybe haven't had enough conversation over the phone. There's some people who are like, I don't want to get to know somebody over a text message. I like to do it in person. Let's go have a coffee and talk. This is what I like. What do you like? Some people had that talk, had that FaceTime, and they're like, cool, I know I like you. I want to go and have fun. That's my take on the Chuck E. Cheese thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, our 10th quick story. Tiffany Haddish reveals she is a married woman after saying I do to herself. Tiffany Haddish recent comments about being married sent social media into a frenzy as fans tried to decode who she might have secretly tied the knot with. Her history of being transparent about her relationships only pushed the rumors further, with guesses ranging from surprise celebrity partners to someone far removed from the entertainment world. The truth came out when Haddish stopped to speak during the People and In Style drive-by F1 party in Las Vegas. She revealed that the marriage everyone was buzzing about was actually a ceremony dedicated entirely to herself. Rather than a romantic twist, it represented a personal shift centering on honoring her own needs and intentions. That's nice. Her self-wedding is featured in episode 5 of her Peacock documentary, Tiffany Haddish Goes Off. The episode shows her walking down the aisle, reciting vows, and committing to her own well-being and growth. The event was not meant to signal an end to dating. Instead, it was designed to set firm expectations for anyone entering her life moving forward. Those expectations have already changed how she views romance. All right, I think this is cool. I guess it's like just setting up your own kind of boundaries ish. I have heard of people doing this before where like, I'm marrying myself, I'm giving myself to myself. It puts you like in this frame of mind and you're like, I'm prioritizing myself, I'm prioritizing my intentions and my well-being, I'm taking time to look into me. And it's a little bit because sometimes like we're hard on ourselves and we don't prioritize ourselves. So I think that's kind of like why people do these things. And once you do that, then you're ready to potentially meet that person, or you give yourself like better energy for another person to meet you. I think that's what this is all about. If you guys know more, let me know in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to everyone's favorite segment, comments of the day and social discussion of the day. All right, before we get to that, y'all know I have a very important question to ask y'all. Is your computer, laptop, or cell phone vulnerable to data breaches? Hold up, let me answer that question for you. Yes, they are, all of them, if you're not using Aura, the all-in-one digital security platform. Go to my sponsor below, aura.com/trend-out-loud, to get your 14-day free trial to see if any of your data has already been exposed. Yes, it's 100% free to see if any of your data has been exposed. You don't have to pay anything at all. If you want to sign up after, it's fine. But this promo is free for you guys to see what is out there. And it's super dangerous. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the holiday season. Y'all know how much I hate a scam. For those of you who don't know about the scamming world, let me explain it to you. If you're ever wondering how scammers get your phone number while your inbox is filled with spam, here is why. There are companies called data brokers, and they sell your data. They do it without your consent, and they make billions of dollars selling it to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. That is why I recommend today's sponsor, Aura, to my family, friends, and out louders. Aura takes care of the hard part for you, automatically removing your information off of these sites and keeping it off. Let me just take 2 seconds and explain that. Whenever you do anything online with your name, your number, your address, your credit card, or whatever, it gets stored in the background and they sell your information to data brokers. They do it in the name of, oh, we just want to know what Trent's buying. We want to know what he's watching, whatever, blah, 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 so that we can market to him, we can understand. The bad thing about it is that some scammers end up getting access to your data. And that's why somebody will call you that you've never given your number to try to get every single site that you spend on or you enter your name in. For you to ask them all to delete your information, it would be impossible. Aura does it for you automatically. That's why you need a digital security platform. Like, everybody should have this. Aura is an all-in-one digital security tool. You may already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like locking your front door and keeping your back door open. They are the best all-round digital security platform. With Aura, you get alerts if any of your personal information is ever found on the dark web. You get real-time fraud alerts for credit card or banking information is ever leaked online or sold online. You also get a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, and they have US-based round-the-clock customer service. Also, in the event that anything should go wrong, Aura also includes a $5 million identity insurance protection. They are the best. Second link below, QR code beside me. Make sure you sign up today. Do not miss out, all right? Oh, you know what? I think I was about to say I did get a super thanks, but I think I did actually. Hold on. Let me look. Let's look at this together, guys. I did. I got one yesterday. Hold on. Newest. Sorry, guys, but here we go. From super thanks. Yes, I got one yesterday that I forgot to answer to. So Linda Arnold sent me a super thanks, and she just said thank you. So thank you, Linda. Really, really appreciate that. I'm going to reply to this right now. And also Joy Bennett, 6 days ago, I missed this one. Joy Bennett said thanks too. Thank you so much. I'm very, very sorry. I'm 6 days late, but I got it now. Okay. So thank you very much, Linda and Joy. All right. Let's go now to regular comments. We're going to sort here by newest. We're going to take off the super thanks. Okay. We have that off. All right. So we're going to go down. We're going to scroll here. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to just stop on a random one right here. Ray J accused them of drinking. She said he didn't want them taking the children and driving because they were all drinking. He didn't want them to be driving while they were in that state. No wonder his family continues to bar him from being present and being around them because he always has major drama going on. All right, so to that first comment, I was saying from what the information that we have that I was on Princess's side because we don't know if she was drinking. There was no proof of that in the live. We saw Ray drinking. So now he could say, hey, that's the reason. And he could say that he doesn't think that they could drive. But from what all I'm saying is that we don't have that proof. You get me? Like, we clearly know that he was drinking. We don't know if Princess was. We don't know if the cousin was going to drive. We don't know if the boyfriend was going to drive. I know he's saying that everybody was drinking, but what we know and what we could prove is a different thing. So thank you very much for your comment. Appreciate that. All right. We're going to go over to social discussion. But before we do that, just want to remind you of two things. Like Linda and Joy, you could send me a super thanks. A lot of people have always asked, what's your PayPal? What's your Venmo? The best way if you want to give back to the show is the thanks button at the bottom of every single one of our videos. If you're on your phone, you might have to scroll over. You'll see the remix, like, share. There's a button that says thanks. You click that, you get a little dial. You could send any amount that you like. You can also change the thanks and put your own comment. It's like sending me a text message. I get a notification. I'll like it and reply back. And if you want, I'll read it on tomorrow's show. Okay. Here is YouTube explaining it better than I can.
Buy a super thanks by clicking the thanks button under your video. There are multiple price points a viewer can purchase that each have their own special one-time animation. As an added bonus, viewers will get to post a distinct, colorful comment in your video's comment section.
Thank you very much, YouTube. And another way, if you want to give back and help out the show, sign up to be an Out Loud member today. There's the first link below. There's a join button above me. With the Out Loud membership, you get loyalty badges, emoji, member-only live stream, member-only videos, early access to new videos, and member shoutouts. I also do a weekly vlog. I didn't do one this week. My bad, y'all, but I will do one in the week coming up. Make sure you sign up. When you get to the sign-up window, there are different levels of Out Loud membership. They're all the same access. People just said they wanted to give a little bit more and not to determine the amount, so we made different amounts. You'll see Out Loud, Proud, Family, MVP. Sign up to whichever one you want. It's all the same access, and we appreciate any sort of support. We love y'all, all right? All right, I think we have a good social discussion today. Men, what do you think would be the worst thing about being a woman? Somebody said everything. It looks like a tough gig. God bless. The person said, I think cramps every single month. My 18-year-old is going through it right now. I want to burn down the world for her. Another person said monthly. Another person said pregnancy and actually delivering the baby. Another person said dealing with men. Woo! You know what? I didn't have an answer. That is my answer. Is it a girl or a guy that said that? That's a man that said that. Dealing with men. Ain't no way. Lying for no reason. Wanting SCX before knowing my SCX. Wanting SCX before knowing my middle. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Looking at me like I'm a Philly cheesesteak, and then missing the romantic gene. I have other reasons why. Mine are not that reason. My reason is that men have zero communication skills, and they're so like closed off, and they're so one-dimensional, and they're so like and just boring. That is the worst part about dealing with a woman. I honestly didn't know what I was going to say here. Totally agree. The worst part is having to deal with us. Ugh. And I like to think of myself as different, but even as different as I am, I know I could still never be as intricate and as like as dynamic and have the depth that a woman has. It's just impossible. But I'm not your stereotypical one-dimensional analog male. At least it makes me feel better. Another person said, everyone's talking about monthly, the period stuff, blah, 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 blah. Dealing with being hit on by dudes all day. That's gotta suck. I know it's nice like once in a while, but just like, yeah, I would think that would suck too. To see all the men commenting about how men are around women. Thank you for seeing that and helping us build a safer world for women. Yep, that's cool. Here we go. Da-da-da. Not feeling safe. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. The safety thing too. Having to wake up and wear a wig, makeup, and feel less than themselves physically. I pray for all women healing from this trauma, and us men most likely will follow suit because we need healing too. Not taking accountability. That's mean. All right. Look, all of that monthly stuff, I'm sure it's not great, obviously, but you get to have a child. You get to be pregnant as a result. You get to grow a child inside you and give birth. That's not the worst thing. That's the best thing about being a woman. Like, that would be the reason why I would want to be a woman. I would love to be pregnant. I would love to have a child. I would love that. Are you kidding me? And to be able to, my body produces milk to feed that child. I think that's the most amazing. I honestly think that is the first wonder of the world. It does not make sense to me. Every time I talk about it, I'm sure you guys have heard me say this before. I am captivated by that. I think it is crazy. Like, there's nothing more inexplicable than that. A human body grows another human body, delivers it, and then feeds it. What? That is the coolest thing ever in the world to me. I feel as a man, I feel like I'm deficient. I feel like I'm a defect. Like, it would be so nice for all humans to be able to do that. Think about that. Wouldn't that be super cool? Yeah, but I feel like less than a human. Like, I feel like women are like real humans, or maybe they're like superhumans. Like, men are just humans and women are like superhumans. It's crazy. And then, like you guys have heard me say before, and I think because of that reason, it gives you like intuition and instinct, and you have a feeling and a connection to the earth because you've birthed everything. And I'd be a woman tomorrow. Not a trans woman, but like if I could be born like a female, bro, sign me up right away, right now. What do you guys think is the worst thing? Well, men, what do you think is the worst thing about being a woman? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, this brings us to question of the day. I think it's a fun one. You can only choose one. Which discontinued store would you bring back? All right, for those who are not seeing, I'll read them out to you. There's Blockbuster, Radio Shack, Payless, Wet Seal, and Sam Goody. Somebody said Wet Seal had me thinking I knew fashion. Another person said Wet Seal. Gee, a lot of Wet Seal. Somebody said Payless. There's somebody said Payless. Somebody said we still mourning 24-hour Walmarts. Another person said Wet Seal. As much as I love Wet Seal, we didn't appreciate Payless enough while it was still here. Another person said Wet Seal. Geez, Wet Seal's popular. Blockbuster. Somebody said Forever 21, which is not even on the list. Payless, Wet Seal, Payless. 2 for $20 had us looking fresh in elementary school. Thanks, Payless. Wet Seal for sure. All right, so I guess it's a tie between Wet Seal and Payless. Look, there'll be no need to bring back a Blockbuster because that's just literally like wasting time, because whatever you get there now, you could just get at the click of a button. So I would never bring back Blockbuster. Radio Shack was cool. It's cool, but there would be no purpose to bring it back. Payless, I mean, like, isn't Amazon like the new Payless? You know what I mean? Like, would you really need to bring that back? Now, Wet Seal, I get it. Whatever that kind of cheap fashion was, and I guess they had a style. Maybe if that style is not here anymore, but again, I guess. And Sam Goody, well, there's no point to that, right? Everything's on their phone. Okay, so that's just practicality. But just as like something to bring back for nostalgic reasons, I kind of miss going into a Blockbuster. Again, huge waste of time. But it was nice to be like, all right, you're going to drive, go, want to rent a movie, feel like a girl's coming over. You know what I mean? Like you'll go out, walk around. Have you seen this before? Yeah, I've seen that. Da, 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 da. And then you decide on, all right, let's pick this and let's pick this. Okay. Remember like the returning fee? Well, did Blockbuster have no late fees at one point? Anyways, whatever. You have to bring it back. Just like, that's like some good old days kind of stuff, right? But yeah, Blockbuster would be my answer. What is yours? What discontinued store would you bring back? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, that's it. I actually was looking at my phone. I thought there was more. That's it. Thank you so much for kicking with me. Hope I was able to get you through your Saturday night, Sunday morning. Before I let you go, just want to remind you of 3 things. Please use that thanks button below. Give back to the show. We're working hard for you, man. You know, just give a little something back to your favorite YouTube host, you know. So hit that thanks button. Also, a second way, if you guys are looking to give back, please sign up to the Out Loud membership today. And thirdly, don't forget to give back to yourselves. The second link below, QR code beside me. Sign up for Aura today. It's a 14-day free trial. They could show you what they could do for free. You get your information removed, no skin off your back. Take advantage of it today. Trust me. Also, before I let you go, just want to remind you of all the ways to keep up with the Trent Out Loud show. For those of you who like to listen to your shows on podcast formats, go to any podcast site. We're available. Just type in Trent Out Loud. The show will pop up. Do not forget to hit the follow and subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we upload a new show. And we upload daily, 7 days a week. Vice versa, if you're like me and you like to watch your shows, if you need video, head on over to YouTube, type in Trent Out Loud. The show will pop up. Do not forget to hit the follow and subscribe. No. Hold on a second here. Rewind. Type in Trent Out Loud. 6 things I'm going to need you to do. I forgot this is YouTube. 6 things I'm going to need you to do. First 2, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, get that algorithming. Third thing I'm going to need you to do, please try to comment below. You guys are my co-hosts. I do this show with you. I bring a lot of topics. I give you guys my opinions. If you guys are not giving me your opinions back, I'm just here by myself and I look crazy. And I don't want to look crazy. And y'all don't want me to look crazy because I know you love me, okay? Let's do this together. For those of you who don't want to join in on the conversation, do not feel pressured. What I love to do, what I love to see actually, is I love seeing which country or city you guys are watching from. So that's an alternative if you don't want to join in on the conversation. Let me know what city and country you're watching from. Now, the fourth thing, if you're really enjoying the show, please try to share it with your family, friends, and loved ones because we're trying to grow this channel. We're trying to grow this community. So that really helps. We appreciate you. 5, sign up to the Out Loud membership. And 6, use that thanks button and give back to your favorite YouTube host. For those of you who want to follow me outside of the show, I'm available on all social platforms. It's always the same handle, Trent Out Loud. I'm the most active on Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, please follow us on our show page, the Trent Out Loud Show on Instagram. We post most of our videos there and all of our talking points. You get some information throughout the day. YouTube, we can't post all the videos here for copyright reasons. We post everything there. You get to see it. By the time we post a show at 6, 7, 8 o'clock, boom, you guys are caught up. You've seen some videos. It's a little bit more interactive. So make sure you follow us there for a 360 of the Trent Out Loud Show. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace.